Hello, and welcome back to Let's Talk Spoop. I took a bit of a break while I was visiting Jeremiah. He gave me this awesome poster right here that I had to ensure that I could put in the frame when I record because it's such an awesome poster and it's perfect for what I do here. Um, but yeah, I'm back with a mostly shaven head and my beard's gone because I got to go back to work, which is great. Anyway, we're here to talk about a movie that I watched on Disney because we have the Hulu Disney combo package. So, hey, Brian, joke's on you. Disney has horror movies now because you can get your Hulu subscription through Disney Plus. So this is actually on Hulu. It's called The Friendship Game. Interesting that I watched this on Hulu not knowing who Peyton List is. I've never heard of her or seen her before. Apparently she's a Disney actress. And she was in this random horror movie that I found on Disney Plus. So, as per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into six separate categories. Those six separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and finally creep. So, without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and jump into the friendship game. So, it opens with some girls, Peyton and her friend Cotton. Correction, not Peyton. Her character name is Zuza, which is that her name's actually Susan, but everybody calls her Zuza, which I think is a cute nickname. But her and Cotton are at a flea market, garage sale, something like that, and they find this box that kind of reminded me of Hellraiser. Honestly, has nothing. It's nothing like Hellraiser, but it looks like a Hellraiser puzzle box to me, but in like a dodecahedron. Anyway, they find this thing, and this kind of weird lady is telling them about it, and it's called the friendship game. And so you and your closest friends are all supposed to touch it and say what your deepest desire is. And then your goal is just to stay friends after, or you die. That's that's the premise. Which is a weird thing for a weird old lady to be selling at a thrift shop or a flea market, let alone for somebody to buy at a flea market. But that's what they did. So we get our introduction to our four friends, which are Cotton, Zuza, Courtney, and Robbie, and they all have nicknames. Zuza. Well, Cotton's just Cotton, I guess, but Zuza. Cotton's Cotton. Courtney is Court, and Robbie wants to be called Rob, and he hates that people call him Robbie. And at the same time, these people are playing this game. They are also being spied on through Cotton's webcam by creepy neighbor kid Kyle Jr., which at first I thought was like a weird thing, but actually plays into the plot. So they all essentially take turns telling their deepest secret. And after they go, we get like a flash forward, I guess, to what happens. So Cotton goes first. She tells them what her deepest desire is. And we then fast forward to a party where a lot of things go wrong for her. And she's super upset. She gets back into her car and a doppelganger of her appears and she vanishes from the world. And so now all the friends are dealing with one of their best friends has disappeared. And when the doppelganger shows up, it asks her if their friendship is still there. Then we get each other character. We only hear Court's deepest desire next. They imply we get other people's, but we don't hear it until later because it's plot important. Um, that's pretty much it. Throughout the rest of the movie, they are encountering Cotton or a spirit of Cotton or Cotton's doppelganger as things are unraveling. They're trying to figure out what happened to Cotton. They're trying to keep their friendship together. It was pretty interesting. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I gave it a 4 out of 5 for story. The acting in this movie is solid. I wouldn't say it's standout. I wouldn't say anybody gave an amazing performance, but it was solid. So 3.5 for acting. Music, it was there. I don't remember any specific songs or anything, but it was there and it did well enough. So 2.5, nothing special. Atmosphere, I was hooked on this movie. I didn't expect to be. I watched the preview or the trailer. I read what it was about on this little summary, and I was like, this is going to be stupid. It's just going to be dumb. I'm not going to enjoy this. But no, it was actually very, very good. I was locked in the entire time. I gave it a 5 out of 5 for atmosphere. Look, there's not really much look to talk about. You got your box, it does some weird things. It doesn't look really too interesting or cool. There's some blood effects. There's nothing really to talk about for looks, but there's nothing like heinously bad. So again, an average 2.5. Creep. So this movie has a very good atmosphere, and that atmosphere makes it creepy. There's no real like there's no ghosts, there's no monsters. Well, I guess maybe Cotton's ghosts, but there's no ghosts, there's no monsters, but it has an overall creepy vibe to it, which helped to keep me engaged. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 for creep. I may have gone a little low, mostly because there's no like it didn't keep me up at night. But it was definitely creepy, and I very much enjoyed it. So we tally up those scores, and we get a 3.4. So let's go ahead and round that up to a 3.5 because it's easier for Jeremiah to do the little graphic if it has a 5 in it. So 3.5 for the Friendship Game on Hulu/Disney Plus. Strongly recommend. If you have seen the movie or you liked the review or you want to talk about it, please drop a comment down below and either myself or Brian will respond to you as quickly as we can. We love the engagement. We really appreciate all of the positive comments and positive engagement we're getting in this community. And yeah, just keep it simple. Okay, thanks. Bye.